What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video. It's an easy way to help the squad grow and give you more fire content, shows, and events. This is your DSG brand ambassador Spring, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
What's shaking, people? It's Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up, the home of the hot news. Break it down, bite size, so it's easier to consume. All facts, no cap. We winning and can't lose. Is it fire or trash? The only thing you can choose. Discussing all of the topics, using reason and logic. Deep diving through these trailers, so if you miss it, we spotted superheroes and villains from gaming to television. Smash like, hit subscribe, ring the bell, never miss it. Let's go! Lazily bon ton roulette, which means let the good times roll. Peace out, people. What's shaking, people? It's Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Welcome back to the weekly wrap up, where we talk about all the superhero news in gaming and entertainment. Tonight's gonna be a little bit different, though. I have no script for tonight. Tonight is gonna be a freestyle. It's not gonna be a super long podcast. I'm gonna try to get some of the members of the round table in. We were supposed to do that tonight, but unfortunately, we'll get into that in a minute. How y'all doing tonight, though? How y'all doing tonight? Hopefully y'all doing well, because this is about to be a hell of a show, I think, at least. Got a quick question for y'all, though. Let me know in the chat right now. Are you guys enjoying Suicide Squad Kill to Justice League? And while you're letting me know that, I'm about to bring on my co-host, Mr. J. Coon Prime. He got some things to say about this here specific game as well. So let's get it popping, people. What's good with it, J. Coon Prime?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Chilling. What the hell is on your face, bro?
Oh, I decided to Mass Effect it up tonight. So yeah, I'm actually wearing an official Mass Effect 3 Verpine head visor.
Wow.
And I forgot to turn it on. Well, I don't remember how to turn it on. So, yeah, I can at least see out of the thing. So, yeah.
Anyway, what the hell of a way to start the show? Let's go. All right. J. Coon Prime, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
I've been literally trying not to do this, you know what I'm saying? Because I do have respect for game developers. I do have respect for, consumers and things like that. But me being a consumer right now is not the greatest experience, dog. I'm so serious,
it's
bro.
really not. Because,
yeah,
I'm not going to front. If I was dealing with this the same way you were, I would not have done this tonight. So kudos.
Oh no, I did it because they gonna know what's going on, and to me, I'm about to just get to the nitty gritty of it. What's shaking, people? Look, Suicide Squad game. I know a lot of y'all are loving it. I know a lot of y'all are enjoying yourselves. I know a lot of y'all are. This was the game that a lot of you guys wanted, and I am extremely happy for everyone who's literally getting to enjoy themselves. But for me, since day one of the early access, I have not been able to play Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. And this is not of any fault of my own. There is a certain bug that's affecting more and more people every day that you can't log into the game. Like, you get to a certain point of login, and it's like right before you can actually play and hit, back to the action or whatever it is, get right to the action. And it literally shuts the game down, gives you an error code, and kicks you back to the dashboard. And this is on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Steam. So it's not just a PlayStation thing. It's not just an Xbox thing. It's not just a PC thing. This is affecting their entire game base, pretty much. And I was cool with it. I was like, okay, I understand bugs happen. I'm still excited to play the game. I played, 25 hours of the alpha or whatnot, the closed alpha. So I mean, I know what I'm getting into. I'm really excited to get into it. So day one, I'm like, okay, I'm not even expecting this to be fixed today. I get it. It's the first day of the launch. I'm not worried about it. I'll log in tomorrow. Things should be good. Day two, nothing. So at this point, I'm starting to take action. I put in my, bug reports to WB and whatnot, join the Discord. And when I thought it was an isolated incident, but when I joined the Discord, I saw that a lot of people are having this issue. And this is before the game is fully launched. This is 3 days before the game is fully launched. So day 2 or day 3 at this point, there's still no fix for it. So I reach out to a dev. I know I'm not gonna put his name out there because this is not a hate video. This is not a hate live or anything like that. I don't want you guys attacking the devs, anything like that. So I reached out to a dev and I showed him the problem. And he was like, okay, cool. I'll forward this on or whatnot. And like a couple of hours later, I kind of figured out what the problem was myself. It's the problem dealing with the accounts that are linked to the WB services network. So I go to relay the information, and I got nothing back, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of rude. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool, whatever. So I go to the Discord. I'm trying to troubleshoot with the guys in there. There's no help happening. It's just the people who have a broken game trying to help each other figure things out. And I think it was day 4, one of the devs came in and was like, okay, we see that you guys are having a problem, yada yada yada, we'll do what we have to do. But this is the day of launch, right? For the global launch. What really hurt me at this point, because I was cool, I was literally just like, whatever, I'll play when I can play. I was a little salty that all my friends, running up the leaderboards and, having all of these cool builds, doing these awesome live streams that I can't do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had a little bit of envy in my system. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was still cool. But when that dev said, we see that you guys are having a problem, but we are focusing on launch right now. So pretty much putting us to the back burner. Now that's insane to think about, because I paid more money for the game than the people who are going to be playing at launch. They paid 70, I paid 100. You know what I'm saying?
Or in my case, I paid 200.
But anyways,
yeah.
To be put on the back burner for people who paid less than I did, who I now have no early access. I didn't get to play my early access, which is a part of the reason I spent the $100 on the game to get it. I don't really care about costumes and stuff like that. I wanted to be able to play the game early with my folks. You know what I mean? Get some content going, get some live streams for you guys going, keep it popping. And for them to put us on the back burner and just be like, yeah, we're going to focus on launch right now. Pretty much we'll be back to you when we can. That kind of stung a little bit, because I'm like, damn, okay, cool. You know what? I respect it, dude. Got to make sure everybody else who's going to be playing the game, who didn't spend the 100 but got the 70, is got a larger base. I get that. I respected that. But by day 6, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally in a Discord like, yo, compensation, something. Give us an ETA on what's happening. They Friday was like, okay, we're going to send this over to the engineers on Friday at closing time, and they're off on the weekend. So
not even a skeleton crew, really?
Dude, they've if you go look into the Discord right now in the troubleshooting section, it's not one dev been in there since Friday. Since they told us we've sent it over to an engineer, we'll do the best we can. Not even we'll do the best we can. They pretty much don't want to give us any like inkling of like they don't even know what's wrong right now. They don't even understand what the problem is, why we can't access the game 6-7 days later for some people, bro. 7 days later for some people. They don't even, there's no day one patch, there's no day two patch. You know what I'm saying? And if you look in the Discord, that's not the only bug that's breaking the game. I know my dude Sadat has been stuck on mastery level 29 for about 3 days. Every time he clears the map, he's still stuck on the same thing. There's people who still haven't gotten their deluxe costumes. There's people who have an endless loading screen, which is what? You know what I'm saying? There's people who can't play without playing with other people. They can't play a solo game.
Yeah, I have a laundry list of things that I've encountered.
You know what I mean? Like, and I, you know what? Let's talk about IGN because I'm tired of ranting right now. Hopefully, somebody from Rocksteady saw the frustration. No compensation, not even I'm sorry, but let's talk about IGN real quick. Woo! I'm not reading the chat right now, yo. I'm not even reading the chat right now because I'm in vent mode and I don't want to read something that pisses me off. I'm just keep it 100. I'm just keep it 100. Let's talk about IGN. IGN is foul. And I'm gonna say they're foul because out of all of this stuff that actually is wrong with the game, all of the articles they've put out have just been stupid, to be honest with you. The Kevin Conroy thing. Did Kevin Conroy know he was going to die after doing this thing? No, he didn't know that. He did this game willingly with his own. He knew the story and he did it anyway. He's got so much voice lines in this game. So to be like, this is a disrespect to Kevin Conroy is just foul and it's not okay. Your thoughts on that, Jay?
I mean, I haven't taken IGN seriously in years. And then on top of that, as of this weekend, because I commented that for no uncertain terms, everybody needed to grow the fuck up because of the whole Kevin Conroy situation, I would like to formally announce my inclusion into the Millionaire Shills Club. Happy to be a part of the group. But, like, dude, I don't know many actors that going into something had no idea, had never read a script or anything like that. Kevin knew full well what he was doing. And if you haven't remembered, some of us watched the Arrowverse. It's not the first time he's done it.
Right.
So
right.
Like, y'all need to relax. Like, seriously, man.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. They said that Avengers launched with more in-game than Suicide Squad. And that's a flat-out lie, bro. I'm so sorry. And I'm not defending, trust me, guys, as pissed off as I am with Suicide Squad, I'm not defending it. I'm just calling out the facts. That's a blatant lie, dude.
So I will say this. I am not saying that they're wrong, but I definitely see how they could draw that conclusion. But they are drawing the wrong conclusion simply because we have not gotten the full end game yet. We are on season 0.
And this season
has
0
not started.
Really has as much, or if not more, in-game content. Now, I'm not saying the in-game content is better, is funner, is worth the grind.
Yeah, they said that there was more.
There.
So if we're doing a direct comparison between what Suicide Squad is right now, which the official in-game has not launched yet, they think that Avengers had more. And if you're basing it off something that isn't done yet, fine, I'm not going to argue with you. Take that W if you want. But when Suicide Squad's in-game actually starts, somebody get a branding iron in the shape of an L because we are going to plaster it on every single one of their foreheads.
Yo. All right. All jokes aside, guys, IGN gave Suicide Squad a 5 for mediocre, which is not a good review. But I'm going to ask each and every one of you people who've actually played the game, who've gotten to
you know, certain point. You don't have to have played the whole game, but just what you've played. What would you give it out of 0 to 10? And I'll start with you, J. Coon Prime, because literally you're the only one on the panel.
I'm the only one here right now. In its current state, taking everything into account, the content and all the hurdles we've had to jump to have this thing run properly, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Like, the foundation is rock solid, but you got some work to do. When you have people that straight up just aren't able to play the game, that's a big friggin' problem. And you need to fix that ASAP.
From what I played, the few hours,
few
hours I got to play, I thought it was a good game. I've literally just, to be honest with you, say forget it. I don't care about spoilers and watch. You know, like I watched my homie Mike 9. Used to go by Machine Gun Mike. He actually helped me set up all of the live streaming stuff that you see now. It's thanks to him. So big shout out to Mike. I watched him play. I saw him, you know, wreck Superman. I watched Lejeune play the Green Lanterns. I got to watch you play a little bit of the some end game last. I think it was night before last. I've seen Lejeune going crazy or whatnot. I watched Hyrule dressed as Harley Quinn for a little while. But
tip of my non-existent hat at the moment for actually having the stones to do that. Couldn't be me.
I've seen the game. I think the game is cool. It's probably, I mean, it's probably a good 7, 8 to me. You know what I'm saying? From what I've seen, the gameplay that I've played. You know what I mean? I unlocked a bunch of stuff. I didn't get to unlock I literally had just unlocked the hazards or whatever, the afflictions.
The afflictions, yeah.
Yeah, I just unlocked the afflictions before I couldn't play it anymore. So I thought the addition of the afflictions was like, it made the gameplay look so much better. You felt a lot more powerful. It was cool. You wanted to hurry up and gain your afflictions back when, you know what I mean, to the meter or whatnot. So I think it's a really solid game. I wish I could play it. You know, I spent $100 on it. I wish I could play it. I can't. But at this point in time, and I'm not being a hate, I'm just being 100% real with you. I cannot recommend this game to anyone. I can't. I can't.
And I don't blame you at all.
I can't, bro. Like, and the crazy thing is I cannot wait till it's fixed. I really want to play. Like, I missed out on playing with the whole squad. Like, I'm in the clan. I'm in the DSG clan on the game, and like, there's people who want to join, and I can't invite them because I'm the leader of the clan and can't get into the clan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's bittersweet for me because I know it's a cool game. I know the game is popping or whatnot. There's trouble, but there's a lot of games that drop bad. You know what I mean? And end up fixing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like Destiny 2 for me, I stopped playing Destiny 2 for years because of the launch. It was nothing to do. Like, after you finish the story, I remember just hanging out in that little one area, just waiting for enemies to spawn for about a month or two. And I was just like, okay, I'm done. And I never got back into it because of that. That's what I think is going to happen to this game. People are like, yeah, the game is cool for the story or whatnot and playing with friends, but there's too many bugs or too many this is that not right or whatever. Like I said, my dude Shadat, they still owe this man 2K coins. And they ain't even acknowledge that they owe him that. You know what I mean? Like, that, you got to, for me right now, Rocksteady needs to jump in front of the bus because it's going to hit. It's going to hit, and when it hits, it's going to hit hard. Let a Paul Tassi, let IGN, let GameSpot get a hold of these stories where people have not been able to log into the game since before day one, since early access.
Paul Tassi already knows. Like, he's already written stuff about it.
Bruh.
Like he doesn't have anything to bitch about in Destiny at the moment because he hasn't been playing it. So now he's bitching about Suicide Squad. And like I won't be nice about it because I like him, but at the same time, his points of view are so jaded that I can't take him seriously anymore. And like that says something because you write for Forbes. Forbes is one of the most recognized magazines and websites in the world.
It's reputable,
and people don't take you seriously now.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, like everything you have said is 100% warranted. If I were in the same position, I wouldn't be recommending it either to anybody. And I mean, hell, I'm in the situation because like I've pretty much been playing this since, well, I had a very nice time in New Zealand. Let's put it that way. So not only have I bought this game twice, I have streamed it for a week straight. And I'm already at a situation where it's like, okay, I have like 2 or 3 more items to get in the end game.
Mm-hmm.
I already have god rolls. Me and Lejeune have already broken the game twice. I don't have anything to do.
So but you know what? That's still cool though, because even if like you got your Tekken, you got Fortnite.
Yeah, I have Tekken, I have MK, I have Fortnite. Like,
right. But if you decided to go back and just like, you know what, I feel like running some in-game with my, people from my stream, people who watching the stream, or I feel like running with DSG, or I feel like you can go and do that still and it won't be boring. It's just you're maxed out as far as objectives right now. You're waiting for the next objective. I get that.
Content-wise, I have nothing to do, but that is the one thing I will sing the praise of the game. This is a fantastic. I described it like all those nights that I'm just kind of mindlessly grinding on Destiny and the homies are in Discord with you. You're not even paying attention to what you're doing. Like you're just blowing up anything that moves and you're just sitting there ribbing on each other or talking about random stuff. That is where this game shines the brightest. And that's where it's really going to excel if they fix the problems that are already in front of them, like the constant delay and lags, people not being synced up properly to where people can't progress, infinite loading screens. Knock on wood, I haven't encountered a ton of these on Xbox or my home PC, but I have encountered a lot of them on my laptop, which admittedly is not as powerful as the other two, but these are still situations that we're encountering on something that we alpha test just a few months ago so you could fix these problems. Now, I get it. You can never guess like the stress on a server load on release day, but like, bro, this was the exact reason we tested it for you. Why is this still going on? In fact, it's gotten worse because now people can't log in at all. And then to add insult to injury. Now, I'm not going to go on a crusade about these guys because I had a Game Genie when I was younger too. And if you want to turn on Resident Evil 4 and have infinite money and infinite ammo, that is your prerogative, boo-boo. Go right ahead. But you're going to make sure that there's very, very good anti-cheat in this game, but you can't have people logging in that paid their cold hard cash. And then your anti-cheat is not even all that great because Weebot already put out a trainer for it.
Bro, it's not even for me, it's the lack of acknowledgement at this point, dog. Like, they're not even saying that it's broke. Like, you know what I mean? They're literally like celebrating this awesome launch, and I'm like, I'm happy for them, but at the same time, I can't launch your game. You know what I mean? Like,
right to be mad and hate them right now because okay, only 1% of the player base is experiencing that problem, so fine, whatever. We'll just deal with it later. That is just corporate greed at its finest. You have every right to be mad and to hate it because chances are we are focused on launch. It's not Rocksteady's fault at all. I guarantee you it's WB because remember, NetherRealm is owned by WB as well. I've been already dealing with this shit with Mortal Kombat 1. A month and a half it took them to fix desync issues, and it's still not fully fixed. Bro, they never say anything about it because WB doesn't let them.
I respect that, but I don't at the same time. If y'all want to call in right now. There's a link in the chat. Look at it. Just call in.
It's call-in time. Got a camera and a mic? No background music or distractions? Got a question or opinion? As long as you don't curse, be foul, or disrespectful, hit that link in the comments section and let the good times roll.
Yeah. So anybody who wants to come on and say something, talk about Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, good, bad, ugly, it don't matter to me. I'm not about to be on here long tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good night for me, y'all. I'm not really happy. You dig? I didn't like, if you ask Jay, he'll tell you I wasn't even sure if I was going to do the weekly wrap up tonight. You know, I already canceled the roundtable. You know what I'm saying? I've done one video this week where I had like 3 live streams planned, 5 videos, a build video, a walkthrough. All of that stuff is like, I'm gonna just say this to anybody going into the future, and I should have learned this from Avengers. I really should have. Do not focus on one game. Focus on a variety of games. Get a plethora of games, because I focused on this. Like, my channel, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, my channel took a serious dive when I went from Spider-Man to, which all my Spider-Man videos was doing great, to Suicide Squad. People was not feeling Suicide Squad in my community. You know, I don't know about y'all community, but in my community, a lot of people wasn't really on it, you know. And I'm saying I still put out the videos that I wanted to put out, and it sunk. They didn't do really good, but I was still about it, because I know in my head that Rocksteady worked hard on this game. I liked the way it felt for me, so I'm gonna just bring new people in. I can't even do that. I can't even recommend the game. It's a good game. I can't tell you, yeah, go get that game, because you might have the same issue as me, and that you didn't spend $70 on the game that you can't play. Yeah. I can't recommend it. I'm sorry. Like,
and this is by no means me saying I told you so, but this is why, like, I was very reserved with my hype with this game, because there was always that fear of, like, something catastrophic is going to happen, and everything is going to immediately 180. And I was like, I'm not saying nothing, just in case something like this happens, because I want to be there for everybody and not look like that asshole that's just like, I told you so. But I am going to echo your response. Absolutely dabble in many things. Don't just focus on one.
Yeah, that's a lesson learned twice at this point. Looks like we do have a caller in, Mr. Misfit Thor. You got a hot take, opinion, or something you want to say about Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, sir?
Like, I've got a lot of the same issues you're having, as far as the game just not syncing up. It's really fun to play like multiplayer with my buddies, and then just equally demoralizing when we're just like in a hot session and it just drops everybody from the game.
Oh wow! So you having connection issues? I didn't even know that was a thing.
I ran into something like that while playing with Jay Shockblast, Captain Nova, and Lejeune, where like we all tried to access an incursion. One person would be able to access it, and then it would read the rest of the squad patrolling Metropolis. So we had to quit out of the session completely, invite everyone back. Cross-save invites are also bugged to hell as well. So I don't receive invites depending on who's sending it. So like I can get an invite from Lejeune. I can't get one from King Greek, but he can get one from me. Nova can get one from me, but he can't get one from King Greek. I can get one from Rob because he's in my clan and we're both on PC. I can get one from Jay Shockblast if I leave PC and get on Xbox and do it straight through the Xbox menu, but not in-game. So yeah, it's a mess.
Damn. Well, is it at least a, like, what would you rate? Excuse me, I can't even talk. My nerves is so damn bad. What would you rate this game, Misfit Thor? Out of 10.
I would still probably give it like an 8-ish. Mm-hmm. Like an 8.25. You know, the gameplay is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. It's just story kind of lacks for me a little bit. And then just the issues kind of make it a problem.
So you'll be better off once they get a patch and things like that, right? That would make you feel a little bit better about it. Oh, okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at least happy you get to enjoy the game, bro. I'm a little jealous that I can't enjoy it with you. We can't, play and smash up no purple blobs together, but I'm glad you enjoy yourself, man. Thank you for coming on the show. We will catch you next time,
man.
boss. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ah, man. So looks like we do have another caller in. What's good with it, Mr. All Wrong? You got a hot take, a opinion, or something to say about the Suicide Squad?
Oh, one of the guys from my group.
Yeah, I'm one of Jay's buddies.
Yeah.
Man, first off, sorry, Doom, that you're having all these issues that you're having, man. It's I have run into a couple of these issues myself. I was complaining to Jay about it about a few days ago, and the only thing that fixed it was playing with somebody else, and then I haven't had a problem since.
You had the issue where you couldn't play your solo games.
Yeah, infinite loading screen. I tried uninstalling the game. I tried deleting the shader cache files. I tried doing everything under the belt.
Yeah, I was literally sending him tips while at work, trying to figure out the problem.
And I'm like, Jay, you realize I'm in IT. I kind of know this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try.
I appreciate it, and like one of the big things that I've talked to Jay before is I'm really getting tired of hearing this whole they did Kevin Conroy dirty. He knew the script. He knew what he was getting himself into. He didn't know he was going to die. Like we have this one guy, will not name his name, will not give him the platform. I talked to him the day that you know who I'm talking about. I can see.
I know exactly who he's talking about.
He's like, "Hey man, how's the game
going?" Resident clown shoe. Let's just put it that
way. I was like, man, the game is really good. I'm enjoying it. There are some issues that it has, things that they need to work on. I'm like one of the big things right now I'm dealing with is there's a heavy delay when I go to like throw my grenade, use an ability, shoot. Sometimes shield harvest. I go to shield harvest and I'm sitting there going through the animation. Enemy dies, no shield, or it like rubber bands backwards. I like teleport backwards.
Me, Lejeune, King Greek, and Captain Nova all ran into that last night where we would shield harvest and then like 5 seconds later he would get hit. Yeah.
But like this
okay,
guy.
Well, how would you rate the game, All Wrong?
Out of everything so far, until we see what comes with season 1, I'm gonna stick with a 7. Yeah.
That's a pretty generous. That's not a bad rating. And people, a lot of people be like, "Yo, a 7," but a 7 is still rated a good game. It doesn't get
like a B.
Yeah, it's like a B plus to be honest with you. If you're going on a number scale, it's like a B plus. So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Anything else you wanted to say about the game? Good, bad, ugly, brother?
I hope that they improve the boss fights with whatever we get, because getting 2 of the same boss fights over and over again, and then like, of course, everybody's favorite character is probably one of the weakest boss fights in the game. I want them to fix that. I want them to do something better in the future.
Okay, boss fights. I've heard a lot about boss fights. So if y'all got some comments about the boss fight, put them in the chat. I want to hear about the boss fights, yo. Thank you for coming on, All Wrong. We will definitely get you back on as a guest too,
wrap up, because man, we could go on a tear about boss fights just by itself.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate you, bud.
We got some callers tonight, yo. We got our basement dweller, our favorite basement dweller is definitely in the building. My dude, Mr. Hoarder Gamer, who pretty much runs DSG. Yo, what's good with it, Hoarder? Hot take, opinion, or something to say about the Suicide Squad?
I love the game so far. I'm over about 20 hours in. Now, this is where I did a tweet, and people thought it was funny, but it's also very serious, where I showed a tortoise and said how I play the game. And I was thinking like the Tortoise and Hare cartoon from Warner Brothers. And basically, 20 hours in, and I just ended up, we'll say that Superman met Wonder Woman, and things happen. So that's where I am in the game right now, roughly about 50% done with the campaign. I really like it. I'm currently at an 8. Could it drop to a 7 or 7.5? Yes. The characterization is amazing. One thing I want to say super quick. The weirdest thing I've heard is that Kevin Conroy didn't know he was going to die. That's correct. But I think we should look at this as an upbeat thing. I think he was joyous to do this role. Listen to him. Listen to the relish that he uses in his voice and how Archie is as Batman. It is amazing. It is evil dripping off his voice. It is completely different than anything he got to do with the character. It's really awesome. And I really think he enjoyed his time. I don't think this was like something where like, oh, I didn't want to do this role. I just did this because the fans or something. I think he had a great time doing this recording.
Okay.
Didn't he go on record at one point during one of the interviews? I think it was, I can never remember the guy's name, but he voices Yakko Warner and Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
Is that Paulson?
Yes. Didn't he go on record saying that one of his favorite episodes of Justice League was the episode with the Justice Lords?
Yes,
which was evil Batman.
He also said he loved what was it? The Arrowverse episode with the dark version of Batman that he got to play, or Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he
liked that a lot too. Yeah.
So, Horder, what would you rate the game on a scale of 0 to 10?
Oh, so right now I would say an 8. Keep in mind I'm not done with it yet, and that could totally, like I said, drop to a 7.5 or a 7. Okay. But for me, the characterization, the sense of place, like Metropolis is beautiful, and it feels like it was sculpted to the smallest detail. And as much as I love Marvel's Avengers, East Coast, the places we went to, they didn't feel that way. They just sort of felt a bit generic. But here we're like in Metropolis. One issue I think a lot of people would agree with, though, is I would have enjoyed more like fights or encounters indoors. Having most of the entirety of the game outdoors, I thought was a little bit of an odd choice, even though Metropolis is gorgeous. I just missed some of those really cool, like, dungeon type places like in the Arkham games, these big labyrinthian.
Well, have you had any of the issues that has been discussed as far as crashing, infinite loading screens, or not being able to connect with other players and things like that? Because I have not been able to play the game.
I know.
Since the game came out the first time, and I don't mean the global, I mean the early access. And actually, what are your thoughts on that? Because I know personally you've literally been supporting the hell out of me behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But what are your thoughts about them really not saying much about anything about all of these players that cannot play the game? You know what I mean?
I think it's crappy. I really think it's crappy. I think that you're taking it maybe even better than I would be, because like I would be like, oh my God, I've looked forward to this long, and this is what happens when it comes out. You know what I'm saying? But I think you're taking it really well, to be honest with you. Yeah.
I will concur with that.
And then the thing is too, it's got to be a sample size of people that are dealing with this that's relatively big, right? It's got to be, I guess, at least a few thousand, if not hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But like, that's enough for me where I think we need to have a quick fix to this, or at least have some idea what's going on.
When they told us, I'm telling you like this, bro, when they told us that their focus right now is on launch and put us on the back burner, you know what I mean? And then didn't come back to say anything else about it until Friday, right before they go home for their weekend. That was the burn for me. Like, I'm not going to be disrespectful to the devs, because I know that it's probably some corporate person telling them to tell us this stuff. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I spoke to a dev personally, like in DMs, and they never even said sorry that this is happening to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like they won't acknowledge the fact that there's thousands of people who press play on their game and it kicks them out and they get an error code, dude. I know PlayStation right now is like, why am I getting all of these damn error codes? Because people don't know that the game is a bug. You know, they're thinking that, like for me, I tried for about an hour one day. And the messed up thing about that is that adds to your playtime, trying to log in. So I've literally only played 3 hours of the game, but it's telling me I played 6 hours from me trying to log in. So when I went to go get a refund from PlayStation, they're like, bro, you got 6 hours into this game. You can't get a refund. And I'm like,
man.
No, I don't got 6 hours. That's me trying to. look at no, you don't get a refund, sir. So I'm out $100. I'm out of all my early access. People still haven't gotten their coins. People still haven't gotten their suits from the early access deluxe edition, bro. And again, I ask you this question that I asked Jay Kuhn. Would you recommend this game to anyone at this point in time? And if it's yes, it's yes. You don't have to, my experience and your experiences are completely different. So don't base your answer off of my experience because it's not the same thing. You know what I mean?
One thing I wanted to say is on Wednesday, I did have an issue. So on Wednesday, I tried playing it and booting it up on PlayStation. And what happened was it was like searching that little like turned A or whatever for Argus. It was trying to do the loading, and then it kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And then it rewound back. It didn't cut me off to the main PlayStation screen, but it made it happen like 3 times in a row. And I was like, well, this sucks. So then I actually left the game, closed the game, waited about 5 minutes or so, and then basically reloaded the game. And then at that point, luckily it worked. But I can definitely see, how that would have been like if it just continued. And I mean, I did have that happen. And that was like 15, 20 minutes of trying to get into the game.
Bro, there's a guy in the Discord. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to put his name out there, dude. But this dude has literally been the most cordial person as far as trying to get stuff handled, and he literally lost it today. It was a wrap for him. He couldn't be cordial anymore. And that's kind of to the point where I'm getting at, where it's just like this is actually disrespectful and almost a theft at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I got robbed, bro. Like I spent my little $100, you know what I'm saying, thinking I'm about to do some things, and it's literally not happening. Is there anything else you want to say? Because we do have another caller waiting in the background. Is there anything else you wanted to say about Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League before I let you go, good sir?
So, as a huge fan of the Suicide Squad, and I've loved the like I said, the characterization, cinemas, production values, those are all absolutely amazing, and so is like the moment-to-moment gameplay. So technically, yes, I would suggest getting the game, but with the caveat that they are definitely working through some issues currently, and it'll probably be in a much better state by the time Mr. Joker shows up.
Bruh, that's crazy that I would literally probably have to wait in a month to play the game. But
I don't think I don't say you'll have to wait that long, but I think that at that point they'll probably have 2 or 3 massive patches in. Your issue will hopefully be fixed, hopefully sooner than that. But by that point they'll have like 3 patches taken care of, some quality of life things, because like it's really cool when the Wayne missile drops with your loot. But we should be able to skip it if we want to. Like, it's cool. I don't mind people wanting to watch that, but give us the option to skip it. That would be cool. So they're just little minor things like that too, that I'm pretty sure they'll change and or fix based on what player feedback is.
Man, appreciate you coming through, bro. Thank you for hanging out in the basement as always.
Real quick before I go, I'll definitely be reviewing on Hoarder's Comic Flex on Wednesday on the Doom Squad Gaming YouTube channel, Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum #1, the prequel comic to this game. Okay.
All right, boss. Have a good night, my dude. Thank you for coming through.
We mentioned the Avengers part because thinking on it now is like, yeah, there's a lot of vibrant, colorful things out in Metropolis, and then you go to like the Midwest and Avengers, and you just halfway expect to look over the cliff and see the Power Rangers fighting the putty patrollers because it's always just bland ass canyons, and it's
really is. It really in mountains, canyons and mountains. We got one more caller in, Mr. Flux, member of DSG, cool cat. Hot take, opinion, or something to say about the Suicide Squad, Mr. Flux.
Hello, gentlemen. Okay, well, so far from my experience, Suicide Squad has been eating good, and I keep overhearing your problem, Doom, and I'm very sorry about that. You don't deserve that kind of issues. It sucks that you're dealing with that, but I can generally tell you that from what I've been playing so far, it's pretty much a good successor towards Avengers in a way. Like, you got the same kind of like little beats here and there, but it's like take Avengers, you tweak a few things, make it a little interesting, you throw in DC characters, and it works out pretty much fine. And I mean, I can see why there's like frustration between certain people, like, oh, this might not be my thing, but it's like just crazy how toxic people have been getting in this game. It's just good lord.
I mean, I'm not even concerned about the toxic portion of this game because I have literally not been able to play the game and still getting attacked because I like the game. I'll post something like I like the game and I'm getting attacked
as much as everyone else in the team.
I posted one short and immediately.
And I wasn't originally going to get the game, but you were able to convince me. You were like, come on.
Are you enjoying it? All right, what would you rate the game out of 10, Flux? Okay. Your opinion.
Okay, from what I played so far, it is a solid 8 out of 10. There are a few minor issues, but I mean that's just me. But
so at least at this point, we can keep it a buck and say that at least Rocksteady did put out a good product as far as player retention, as far as people who are into these genres of games. They could be a little bit happy.
It's really engaging. I mean, like heck, I was playing with Wiccan over the weekend, and I wish I could play with Wiccan over the weekend ahead of me, and like the one time I finally beat him in the score end of the mission scoreboard, I was like, oh my fucking god, yes. I feel like a small inch for face.
Language. We keeping it clean this episode.
I didn't mean to.
I will admit the scene does kind of light a fire.
I was like, in your
I
face.
shrugged it off, and then like all wrong did like 3 in a row on me, and I was like, all right, game on.
Well, Flux, bro, thank you for coming on, sharing your opinions.
Yeah, sorry for the cussing again, guys.
You're good, dude. It's good. Continue to enjoy yourself, man. Because I'm not here to.
I do hope your situation gets better, Doom. I really do. I'm so sorry, man.
It's all good. I don't want to deter anybody from playing the game. Like, actually, I was on Sadat and J Shock Blast's after show podcast, and I was, I still, like Alien Fire, one of the members of DSG. Haven't seen her in forever in a day, but how you doing, Alien? Alien didn't have the game, and Sadat had an extra code. I was like, give it to Alien. You know what I mean? She will enjoy something like this. It's just the fact that at this point, 7 days with no communication, with them closing my tickets without fixing the problem. Yes, that's happened to me. I submitted a ticket, and they're like, yeah, we understand that you're having this problem. We're going to go ahead and close this ticket. Okay, what are you going to do about the problem? The ticket is closed. The ticket is closed. What does that even mean, sir? Like, you just acknowledge that you just screwed me and that's it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And
That's not okay, man. That's not okay at all.
Like,
no, you are handling this like a champ. I will definitely.
Everybody keeps saying that, but I feel like I'm about to blow my.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth releases this month. Let something happen to where I am not able to play my copy. I guarantee you, all the way over there, you're going to see me on the evening news. I promise. So yes, you are handling it well.
I feel it, bro. Chad, I really don't have a lot left to say about Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. I have not been able to get my hands on. I got my hands on it for about 3 hours, but that's about it. So hopefully by the next weekly wrap up, I will be then finish the game and play with some friends online, jumped into in-game and can give you an actual breakdown of the game. But as of right now, I can't even get a refund. So It is what it is. Anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here? This was a short show. I apologize, chat. I know we normally go and talk about a whole bunch of topics, but this was just something I just had to get it off my chest, and I had to have my co-host here to help me do that. So, but you want to say anything else about the game before we get up out of here, bro?
Dear WB, hi. Great foundation, needs work, keep at it. Don't screw over loyal paying customers. And for the love of God, please put out a better boss fight than what Gotham Knights did. When Gotham Knights has a better boss fight than you, that's a problem. Thanks.
You said, dear WB. Guys, thank you all for tuning in. Again, I'm sorry for the ranting. Y'all know I'm normally the happy-go-lucky one on the show. And tonight...
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing the ranting. What the hell?
Yeah, I took it off for the night, bro. I did. I really did. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for listening to me complain, which I normally don't do. I apologize for that again. But have a great night. Have a good Sunday night. Hopefully your week is pleasant. With all of that said, smash the like button on this video because I definitely want somebody from Rocksteady to watch this. So definitely smash that like button. Share the video on your social medias if you could. That would be helpful. But with all that said, laissez les bon temps rouler, which means let the good times roll. Peace out, people.
What's shaking, people? It's Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up, the home of the hot news. Break it down, bite size, so it's easier to consume. All facts, no cap. We winning and can't lose. Is it fire or trash? The only thing you can choose. Discussing all of the topics, using reason and logic. Deep diving through these trailers, so if you miss it, we spotted superheroes and villains from gaming to television. Smash like, hit subscribe, ring